Hello, Dane Brooks here. It is Friday, December 6th, 2019. This is my EDU 503 Sports Law Week 8.1 graded assignment, Title IX self-audit. For this project, I chose to do Salisbury R4 Schools, which is the school district that I work for currently. I'm in my 7th year here. For my first 5 years, I was the varsity girls basketball coach, and for the last 6 years, I have been the assistant head football coach. So I've seen sports from both sides of the ratio, girls and boys. Follow along with all of our other sports pretty well. For this particular assignment, we had to choose one of the 3 prongs for the Title IX self-audit, and I chose the substantial proportionality. What that does is it looks at ratios associated with the participation of female athletes compared to male athletes within a particular school district based on enrollment, overall enrollment, female enrollment, male enrollment, and then those that participate in one or more extracurricular sports that we provide. Here at Salisbury, we offer a variety of extracurricular sports and clubs for our students to participate in. For our junior high students, we offer boys and girls cross country, football, softball in the fall. We offer boys and girls basketball in the winter, and boys and girls track in the spring season. At the high school level, our winter sports or our fall sports are girls and boys cross country as well, softball, and varsity football. Winter sports, just like our junior high, are boys and girls basketball, and then in the spring we have baseball, we have track, and we have boys golf. I forgot we also have girls golf in the fall. We also have cheerleading available for fall for football and winter for basketball for any boys or girls who want to participate in that. We currently do not have any boys participating in our cheerleading. Some of the other various clubs and activities that any student body member is allowed to participate in. Those are like speech and drama. We have that. Quiz bowl, marching band, honors choir. We also have trap shooting, which is associated with our Ag and FFA chapter. Here at Salisbury, we're probably what most would consider a smaller school district. I know I was looking at some of our other videos that were posted and where people have 800, 900,000 plus students in their enrolled in their high school. We are far from that here, so our numbers look a little skewed at times. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but overall, 7th through 12th grade, we have 231 total kids, and that is 6 classes there. Our biggest class is 46, and our smallest class is currently our 7th grade class with 30. We allow dual sports here at Salisbury, so a lot of our students are multi-sport athletes. We'll often play 2 sports in the same season, so our coaches are often sharing a lot of the athletes that we need to fill the roster spots and to compete with other schools around here our size. At the junior high level for our district, which I mentioned earlier, 7th and 8th grade, we have a total of 71 students. We're very fortunate in our elementary school, or in the middle school, that most of our kids are athletes. Of the 71 students, 30 of those are female and 41 are male. So it's 42% of our junior high population is female and 57% is male. 22 out of our 30 females in the junior high participate in at least one sport, so 73% of our girls participate in sports. and 26 of our 41 boys participate in at least one sport, so which is 63%. So, like I said, we're very fortunate with our junior high that it's a very, very athletic group, and they enjoy sports. So, based on those totals, if I'm doing this correctly and did my research right and reading, our junior high girls unduplicated female participation rate would be about 45%. What that was, I take of all the girls, all the roster spots that we have for our, I believe it's six sports or 4 sports for junior high, softball, basketball, cross country, track that they can participate in. 22 different girls participate in at least one sport. And obviously, a lot of them participate in multiple sports, but 22 out of our 40 or out of our 30 female athletes participate in at least one sport, which I mentioned bring our unduplicated female participation rate to 45%. 22 out of our 48 junior high sports participants are females. Our rosters for our junior high girls sports range anywhere from 3 members to 18. We have 3 girls for cross country, junior high cross country. We have 12 for basketball, which is 7th and 8th grade. We don't have enough to do a 7th grade team and an 8th grade team. We combine everybody together. We have 15 for track, and softball is usually our big number size roster for junior high level, and they had 18 this year. Come to a total of 48 participants, counting the girls that do multiple sports in all 4 sports that we offer. The rosters for our boys is pretty similar, considering even though we have significantly about 11 more boys in the junior high than we do our high school or do our females, even though they have a larger number. Their rosters range anywhere from 4 members to 18 members. We have 4 participants for cross country. Cross country is our low one every time. We have 12 for track. We only had 13 for football, and we play 11-man football here. We have 13 for football, and we have 18 for basketball. That is a total of 47 participants for the 4 sports that we offer. So, like I said, our girls ended up with, what did I say, 48. Okay, so even though there's less of them, more of them play sports and play multiple sports. So for 47 for our boys. Like I said, a lot of those girls and boys play multiple sports. Based upon that information, if I'm doing this correctly, the duplicated participation rate for our female athletes is 50%. So 48 out of our 95 total roster spots, if you count up all the roster spots for all the sports we have, there's 95 athletes. 48 of them are female. That would make our unduplicated participation variance -3%, and our duplicated participation variance -7%. Which is well within the established 5% acceptable variance that was stated in our reading. For our 9th through 12th grades here that make up our high school at Salisbury R4, we have a total of 160 kids is our enrollment right now, 9 through 12, with our biggest classes being our freshman and sophomore classes. Of the 161, they have 91 of them. 46 kids in our sophomore class, 31 which are female. So we have 15 boys in our sophomore class and 45 in our freshman class for total. It breaks down pretty evenly, though, even though we have a big discrepancy in our sophomore class with 31 females and 15 males. Of 160 kids, we have 85 females and 75 males, so we're pretty close. So 53% is our female enrollment percentage from 9 to 12. Unlike our junior high, though, we do not have as many high school students that participate in athletics. Only 36 of our 85 female students participate in at least one sport, which is 42%. And for the males, there are only 37 of our 75 male students participate in at least one sport, which is 49%. Based on those totals, our unduplicated female participation rate is 49%, which is 36 out of our 73 kids that participate in at least one sport are female. The rosters for the high school female sports, not quite as bad as our junior high. They range anywhere from 7 members to 26. Cross country, again, is our low. It had 7 members for cross country. Girls golf had 11. Basketball had 17. Softball had 17. And track for our high school is our largest group with 26 members. We also have 1 female that participates on our football team. So I included her in the overall participation for the unduplicated female participation rate. So the overall total is 79 participants for the 7 sports that we offer, including football. We actually offer 6 and 6, but like I said, we have females that have played football for us in the past, which is fine. So it's basically 7 offered for the females and 6 for the boys. A roster ranges anywhere for 8 to 21 members for the boys. We have 8 members on boys golf, which is our smallest one, 10 for track, 11 for cross country, 14 for baseball, 19 for basketball, and 20 for football. Again, we play 11-man football here, so 20 is not a lot considering, which brings the overall total of participants for male athletes to 82 for the 6 sports that we offer. Based upon those numbers, our duplicated female participation rate is 49%. 79 of our 161 total athletes that participated in sports were female. Okay, 49%. The unduplicated participation variance based off those numbers, which is our overall enrollment percentage for the girls, divided by the or percentage like that subtracted from our duplicated female rate or unduplicated female rate, which is the girls participating in at least one sport, divided by the students participating in at least one sport. So overall, the unduplicated participation variance is 4%, and our duplicated participation variance is also 4%, which puts us right inside of the 5% acceptance variance. Like the reading said, it's not it doesn't call for immediate action, but it puts you on notice. It's the red flag, so to speak, like it said. So although we're inside the 5%, to me we are dangerously close to being one of those red flag schools for that. I'm not sure what it is, but for some reason we just can't seem to get kids right now out for athletics. The ones that are playing are participating in 4 or 5 sports. Everyone we have, if they can play in it, they're playing in it. We got ones doing softball in the fall, basketball in the winter, track and track in the spring. Some of them doing cross country as well as softball. Some do golf as well as softball. Like I said, with our dual sports, it's pretty common for our coaches to share kids. Track seems to be our most popular sport, enrollment-wise or member-wise for the girls, and basketball seems to be over the past few years has been that way for our boys. Our girls track team and our girls softball team over the past 5 years has been very successful, bringing home multiple state medals in track, team trophies for cross country as well. Top 3 finishes in the state. Our softball team has gone to the Final Four 3 out of the last 4 years. So people want to play for winners. So those numbers have been pretty high and continue to stay high. Our boys basketball team has traditionally been a very good team, and they tend to have 20 plus members every year. Because like I said, people want to play for winners. They want that notoriety. They want that reputation. Our football team over the past 5-6 years has started to decline in the win total. Along with that, our participation has started to fall. Back 5 or 6 years ago when we were winning 6, 7, 8 games, 10 games a year, we'd have 30, 35 guys, which is a phenomenal number for the size of our school, Class 1 football. But as we've started to lose some games the last few years, losing some athletes, less and less have wanted to come out, and you can definitely tell the effect how it's affecting our junior high program as well. Although we do meet the Title IX standards for the substantial proportionality, as I was looking through some other parts of it, just kind of glanced at the other prongs, I do feel that there are some areas that we fall short or fail to meet what I would consider the criteria. A lot of our programs and athletic teams share the same facilities, so that's not a big deal. The issue I see is when it comes to uniforms and equipment. Certain teams, I guess, like I said, winning teams, winning programs, I feel are starting to get a little more of the preferability, I would say, or when it comes to uniforms, we're supposed to be on 6-year rotations every 6 years. Basketball, baseball, whatever it would be, every 6 years should be getting new uniforms. Our softball team, like I said, has been to the Final Four 3 out of the last 4 years, state champs this year. They currently have 2, if not 3, different sets of uniforms, which do not fall under our school color. They have black and gray uniforms, which our colors are purple and gold and white. Some of our other teams that have tried to do that in the past have been told no. So I'm not real sure what the deal is there. On the flip side of that, our baseball team, who is coached by the same person as our softball program, his players last year for baseball were required to buy their own pants for the season and purchase their own hats for the season. The only thing they were provided from the school was their jersey tops and their pullovers, their long sleeve pullovers to wear to and from games. Again, not really sure why that is. I know in the past when I started here, we had a lot of boosters and a lot of families that would make donations to certain athletic programs, and we were told that any donations had to go directly to the sports program in general. It could not be program specific. But since then, I have seen where when ordering jerseys, while I was ordering jersey at basketball, that a certain budget did not go with the other program. Again, not really sure why that is, but I feel like if it got a deeper look, we would probably be in trouble. Proportionality-wise, enrollment-wise, participation-wise, I feel that we are very good. Like I said, we're fortunate in our junior high program to have a lot of athletes to play. I would like to see our numbers go up, both male and female, in the high school level, and I would really, really like to see a lot more support and equal. What's what I'm looking for? Equal division for uniforms in the near future. Thank you.